What's up? I'm Patrick and welcome to ISW Reacts. Today I'm reacting to Huang Xiaoyun, Dust in the Fireworks. This was requested by Jingyu Wu. Thank you so much for all of your support. I really appreciate it. They said that this is a cover of the Huang Xiaoyun song that I've, by the way, actually checked out just a couple of days ago. And Huang Xiaoyun rearranged this song by herself, and it offers a completely different emotional arc compared to the original. While the original focuses on the quiet solitude of a speck of dust, Xiaoyun's version shifts the narrative. Even as a lonely dust particle, it still strives to bloom brilliantly within the fireworks. And I'm very excited to check this out because I loved what I've heard by Ghost Huang, I think is her nickname so far, but I've also loved the original song, so I'm looking forward to seeing how she performs this song. If you want to be like Jingyu Wu and support me and my channel, you can also request the song on my Buy Me a Coffee page, or you can check out my Patreon where you can find some exclusive content. You get requests included monthly and some other things. The links are in the description if you're interested. Thank you very much. Before we start, please also leave a like, consider subscribing, and now let's just get into it. So soft. Beautiful. Wow. Chills. Such a great atmosphere. crazy. Beautiful. I just love her voice. And this was so good again, such a great performance, such an emotional performance with a beautiful atmosphere. Like I said in the beginning, a couple of days ago, I checked out the original by Huang Xiaoyun, and I read all the comments. And let's say it that way, I'm not going to compare those two versions because it seems to be quite a sensitive topic. They don't seem to be the best friends, or at least their fan bases aren't, from what I could read. And I don't want to take any side or something. So I'm not going to compare those, but just, look at them or look at this individually because, let's just say I love both versions for themselves. So I think that's all the comparison I need to do. And now I'm just gonna talk about this version because it is amazing and it's beautiful. The atmosphere is great, and of course her vocal performance is outstanding again. She shows a great range of dynamics in her voice again, with a very soft and gentle delivery in the verses and more powerful, open choruses and climactic moments. The transitions between different deliveries are very smooth, and she has so much control again. It's all very on point, very precise. She uses a lot of falsetto, and she switches in that very seamlessly as well, for example in the choruses. And while it's controlled, it's also still emotionally charged, so that's a great skill to be able to sing so on point but still transport feelings. The breath control is brilliant again, especially towards the end of the song. There's a part that I also really liked, this final climactic moment where she kind of uses her voice more like an additional instrument with those long high notes, a pretty beautiful melody overall, and also in combination with the backing track. I think it's like a clean electric guitar that goes along with the melody. That sounded beautiful. So I feel like she's combining technical clarity with this emotional storytelling while showing once again a great range of different deliveries, of dynamic shifts, of also notes when she goes into those very, very high notes in the end. That shows a lot of range, and that's all supported by this great arrangement. The atmosphere they built is amazing. It's starting very calmly, which then kind of leaves the space for the rest of the instrumentation to join in later, which then has a lot of impact. Like I said, during the song, I definitely had chills when it changed from this more minimalistic ballad sound into this kind of pop rock influenced power ballad. It's kind of cinematic but not over the top. Like I said, it has these electric guitars that fit very well with some other textures and the percussion and everything. It's just arranged in a great way that lifts those climaxes up, that gives some contrast while all the time supporting her voice and supporting that she and her deliveries in the focus. I've talked about the lyrics of the song in my watching you reaction a little more, obviously, but I can still repeat what Jingyu Wu wrote about Go Swang shifting the narrative and this version, meaning that even as a lonely dust particle, it still strives to bloom brilliantly within the fireworks. And I think that's a beautiful message too. I would say kind of then focusing more on personal growth, maybe also some acceptance of the way it is of being dust surrounded by fireworks, but still continuing to push forward, to appreciate what you've got, and maybe also keep chasing your dreams. Thank you so much, Jingyu Wu, for this request. I enjoyed it a lot. What a beautiful atmosphere. This song is great. The overall vibe is just amazing. I love the mood. I think it's very emotional. It has some melancholy in it, while at the same time being beautiful, and her vocal performance is so good. Once again, I love the tone of her voice and how she uses it with different deliveries, with changes in how she sings, and not just like low to high, but also soft to powerful, the switches into the head voice, the very impressive climactic moments, especially the end in this one was outstanding. How she manages to use her voice as an additional instrument and even transporting feelings in that section without singing any lyrics. I loved that. She has so much control over everything she does with her voice. She has so much vocal clarity, while, like I said, being able to show emotions through her singing, and emotions that in this one kind of balance between being a little bit fragile but also strong. So awesome performance. Jingyu Wu actually also already requested a full concert reaction for a Huang Xiaoyun performance. So thanks for that. Again, that's very kind of you, and I'm already very excited for it. And that will be posted in probably a couple of weeks. I'd say somewhere around the beginning to the middle of May over on my Patreon. But of course, I'll also will let you know here again. But if you're interested in that, stay tuned. In the meantime, please let me know what other songs by her I should check out. Or if you have any other artists you would like me to react to, please also let me know. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, consider subscribing, and thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.